Hello, I'm Lorraine from Welcoming Wellness, and we'll get ourselves started. We need a comfortable and sturdy chair. You might like to have some cushions that you might want to put behind your back once you come into the relaxation part of our class. And as we get ourselves started, we're going to start by just bringing our feet to rest on the floor. Our feet are hip width apart, knees are hip width apart. And the best way to test this is to bring our two hands together, our two fists together, and just very gently lean forward and place them in between our knees. Once we come back into a nice upright position, just making sure that we keep our feet planted securely on the ground, and this will help to keep our feet and our knees hip width apart. For the rest of our posture, we want to ensure that we're keeping a nice straight spine, not too rigid, still feeling a little relaxed, but still keeping that nice posture, drawing the belly in. So just imagine drawing your belly button in towards your spine. We're going to take our shoulders and give them a nice roll, bringing them forward and taking them behind. Just feel that little opening in the chest area already, so that now the breath, when we come into our relaxation and movement, has got plenty of room to move within our body. So this might be the first time that you've ventured into a chair yoga class, or any type of yoga class for that matter. So I encourage you to just listen to your body today and at all times when you practice, and just take your movements to where you feel comfortable. I will offer modifications for differing levels of movement. So just take the option that feels right for you today, and if at any time you feel that you need to have a little rest, then just come back into your mountain pose, Tadasana, sitting just as we are now. So to begin, now that we've set our posture up correctly, we're going to just start to close down our eyes. If you don't feel comfortable completely closing your eyes, feel free to just take your gaze down to the floor in front of you, just lowering your gaze. But otherwise, if you would like to close down your eyes, do that now as we come into just a short relaxation to ground us in before we bring our practice into start. So as we sit here with our nice tall spine, we're going to just begin to follow our breath. Just notice where the breath moves to. Slowly allowing the breath to deepen as we bring that breath down into the belly. You might even like to bring one hand to rest on your belly area, one hand to rest on your chest. And just feel that beautiful movement of the breath as it enters and leaves your body. Just following that in-breath as it comes in through the nostrils. Making its way down into the chest, the solar plex area, and then the belly. I'd like to now draw your attention to the breath coming back out of your body. Belly, solar plex area, chest, and coming back out through the nostrils. As we bring our focus to our breath, we might start to like some curiosity around our breath, noticing the temperature of our breath as it comes into our body, the coolness as it passes into the nostrils. And just imagine the breath warming as it works its way down through our body. The temperature gently changing until the breath releases back out of our nostrils. The nice warm temperature coming over our lips. Just start to follow that breath. As we turn our attention now to the physical qualities of the breath, as you notice the gentle rise and fall of the belly, the chest. And the expansion and contraction around the rib cage. All the while keeping our feet planted securely on the ground. Perhaps you've also noticed the breath becoming a little calmer, deeper. Perhaps some of your muscles beginning to relax, releasing any tension that you might be feeling around the neck area. Going to stay here for a few moments more, just observing the breath. Let's take 2 more nice deep breaths right into the belly. And this time you might like to exhale that breath out of your mouth. Just feeling a complete sense of letting go. If you had your hands placed over your chest or your belly or both, just slowly bring them back down to rest on your thighs. And when you're ready, we're going to just float open the eyes and bring our focus back into the room. Keeping our feet and our posture just as we set up, this might be an opportune time to just glance down and check that you haven't moved your feet, your knees in any way, and that you've remained in your lovely strong mountain pose. And we'll start to bring a little bit of gentle movement to our body. And remember, as I said earlier, just follow your breath, follow your movement, and just feel into the postures, taking them just to where you feel comfortable today. So on our first inhale, we're going to take our shoulders up and back down on the exhale. Let's do that 4 more times, just following your breath, feeling the chest opening up. And on this final rotation of your shoulders, taking them up and releasing them back. Just feeling that opening through the front of the chest, the shoulder blades coming into the center behind you. On our next inhale, let's take our hands up halfway. Now, if this feels comfortable, you might like to draw the hands up. As you continue to inhale, bring the hands together at the top, and then slowly bring your hands down towards your chest on the exhale. Once again, taking the hands up just to where you feel comfortable, and then bringing palms together. Exhale, take it to the heart center. Let's do this 2 more times, just starting to get a little bit of gentle movement through. And on this last one, we'll leave our hands resting at our heart center. Taking our next inhale at the center, drawing our body up nice and tall. As we exhale, we're going to take a nice little twist over to the left. Just taking a glance over the shoulder. Your inhale will bring you back into the center. Feel the feet pushing into the ground. As you exhale, we'll take that twist over to the right. Come back into the center and take it back once again to the left. Remembering to follow your breath. Come back into the center and take it over to the right and back into the center. Our next inhale will either take our hands out in front, or you might like to bring your arms over your head. As you exhale, let's take the elbows out to the side. Taking a nice inhale at center, feel the chest opening up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to rest on your shoulders. Take a nice breath at the center, and our exhale will take a nice little turn down to the left. Inhale, take it back to the center. Exhale, coming over to the right. Back into the center. Exhale, take it to the left, back into the center, and once more over to the right and back to the center. Take your inhale here. As you exhale, let's take another little twist over to the left. Bring it back into the center. Exhale, take it to the right, back into the center. Once more, either side. Just getting a nice little twist through the middle of the body, waking up our spine. Coming back into the center, taking a nice breath here. And as you exhale, bring the arms down to rest by the side. Your next inhale will take your left hand to reach for your shoulder or above your head, and as you exhale, take a nice dip over to the right. Inhale will bring us to the center. Exhale will take our arm down by the side. Our next inhale will bring our hand either to the shoulder or right hand towards the ceiling. As we exhale, let's take that nice bend over to the side, stretching through the side body. Inhale will bring us to the center. Exhale, we'll take our arms down. Our next inhale will bring the hands either out to the side or above our head. And as we exhale, coming back into those cactus arms, take a breath here. As we exhale, let's start to come forward, hinging from the hips, nice straight spine. Pushing through the floor, our next inhale will bring us back into the center. Our exhale will take us forward again. Inhale will bring us back. 2 more, just like that. And remember to follow your breath and just take your movement to where you feel comfortable. Last one. This time we're going to stay here. Hold the posture. Keep the arms nice and straight. Feel the belly drawn in. And the next time you exhale, let's bring those arms down to find our knees. Our inhale will see us come forward a little. Our exhale will take us back to the center. Coming forward again. And then taking it back into the center. Coming back into the forward fold. This time you might like to come a little closer to your knees, maybe running your hands down your thighs and down your shins. Your next inhale, let's draw the belly in. Bring those cactus arms up again, this time when we close them. On the exhale, let's bring them to the front and then slowly come down towards our knees. Maybe coming a little deeper this time. Remember to just take it to where you feel comfortable, taking your gaze down to the ground. Your next inhale is going to pull the belly in, draw the arms out to the side. And then your exhale will fold you forward again. Inhale will bring you back up to the center. And as you exhale, take it back down. Let's do 2 more, just like this. And remembering to stop where you feel comfortable. We all have different ranges of movement in our body and we need to honor that. The next inhale you take will bring our hands up towards the ceiling or out in front. And as we exhale, let's bring those hands down to the left hip. You might like to place one hand a little further down your thigh. Taking another breath here, nice and straight. As we exhale, let's take that twist over to the left. Taking a few breaths here, remember, follow your breath. And the next time you inhale, you can draw the hands either out to the front or above your head. And as we exhale, let's take it over to the other side, bringing it over to the right. Giving a nice straight back. Your next inhale will take the arms up above the head, and as we exhale, bring the hands down to rest on the chair. Slowly start to bring the left foot off the ground onto the toes, and just feel that active muscle all the way from the calf all the way up into your hip. Now you can stay here if you like, or you might want to start to bring that foot just a little higher off the ground. You can take your hand to rest on your knee, and on your next exhale you can slowly start to take our foot and our leg out to the side and bring it back into the center. Exhale, take it down. Let's take it over to the other side. Slowly bringing foot off the ground, taking the heel off the ground, and then maybe just starting to take our foot completely away from the floor beneath us. Taking our hand to rest on our knee, just giving a nice little squeeze there into the hip area. And on the next exhale, slowly taking the foot out to the side, opening up the hip area, and then bringing it back into the center and down to the ground. We'll come into a little bit more hip opening and just starting to bring those feet out to the side. Keeping a nice strong posture. Let's take a little glance down. Our heels should be facing to the center, our toes out to the side. So that when you look down past your knee, you should be looking at your big toe only. Keeping a nice straight posture. Now you can stay here if you feel comfortable, or you might like to start to inhale, bringing your arms up above your head and slowly down towards your chest. Feel the thumbs resting on the chest. That lovely opening through the inner seam of the thighs. Beautiful stretch through the whole hip area. Your next inhale can take your hands back up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the hands down towards the chair. Just resting here for a few more breaths. And then slowly starting to bring the feet back into the center, back to our original position. Our next inhale, let's take that left leg up, and exhale, take it down behind the middle of the chair, just to where you feel comfortable. Feel a nice opening through the front of the hip. You can keep your hands resting on the side of the chair if that feels comfortable for you and you're feeling nice and stable. Otherwise, you can start to bring one hand out in front, maybe the other, or you might like to draw both arms up above your head. Staying here just for a moment. Feeling that beautiful stretch through the side body. If your hands have been extended to the ceiling, on your exhale, very slowly bring them back down towards the chair. And as you inhale, draw the leg that's gone under the chair back towards your chest, and then bring it down on the exhale. Just settle into your chair again. And then once again on the other side, let's take that right foot up on the inhale, and as we exhale, let's slide it back underneath the chair, just to where you feel comfortable. This, as I said, will look different for all of us, but we're only concerned with our practice. You might feel comfortable to let go of one side of the chair, maybe two. Keeping that left foot planted securely on the ground, you might like to take your arms above your head. Feeling that beautiful opening, draw the shoulders down away from the ears, and let's take a couple of breaths here. The next exhale, let's slowly bring those extended arms back towards the chair. And our inhale will release our right leg to the chest, and exhale, take it down. Just coming into our mountain position again, feeling the belly drawn in. Feet are planted securely on the ground. You might feel that you need to move a little in your seat to get onto those sit bones. And just notice how you're feeling at this moment. We've worked a little through the chest and the hip area today. Just creating a little bit of space through these areas, which can become tight if we have a lot of extended sitting or working at computers or driving. So you can utilize those movements, those postures at any time that you feel that you need them, just to create a bit of space in your body, space to let the breath move freely. So we're going to come back to our breath again, and we're going to come into our alternate nostril breathing. So I'll be directing you to bring your index fingers to alternate nostrils. So just follow my prompts, and this would be a lovely time to just ground ourselves in, close the eyes down, and come into a full sense of relaxation. So to begin with, let's take 3 beautiful big breaths, taking them in through the nostrils. And as we exhale, let the breath go from the mouth. 2 more, just like that. And really draw that breath in. With our eyes closed, let's begin by bringing our left index finger up towards our left nostril. Closing that nostril off, we're going to take our inhale in through the right nostril. We're going to close the right nostril. We're going to exhale out the left. Take that breath in through the left. Close that nostril and breathe out through the right. Taking your next inhale through the right, blocking off that nostril, and taking the breath out through the left. We're going to continue with this very gentle rhythm. Taking it in again, releasing out the opposite side. Noticing those little pauses between the in-breath and the out breath. Allow yourself to follow your breath, alternating through each nostril. This breathing practice is extremely helpful for calming the body, the nervous system, and the mind. We'll do a few more rounds. making this your last round, but ensuring that you finish on the left hand side where you began. Taking that exhale out the left. And when you've completed that round of breathing, just bring your hands back down to rest on your thighs, keeping our eyes closed or gaze down at the floor. Just allowing the breath to travel through both nostrils, in and out. Let's bring our palms to rest together at the heart center. And taking a nice inhalation at center as we exhale, gently bowing our head down in honor of our practice today. I hope you've enjoyed this time. And we'll now seal our practice by saying Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.